Hi everyone, my name's Simon Clark and I'm from Action Coach in Gloucester. And what I want to talk to you about today was a really fascinating subject or concept, which is time. You know, time is fascinating for a number of reasons, and one of them, it's one of those few resources or commodities that everybody is given equally. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter your age, your sex, what part of the world you come from, your education, your race. Everybody has exactly the same amount of time given to them. So it's not how much time we have, because that's something we can't control. It's what we do with that time that's so important. And what we do with that time has huge implications on, who we are, the businesses, the levels of potential that we reach. And with that reason, that's why here at Action Coach, we put time as one of the key priorities we talk about with business owners. I'm out speaking to business owners in around Gloucester and Hereford, and the time situation comes up so much as an issue. People have come out of the corporate world and they want more freedom, and they want more time, and they go into business with those objectives, and they end up having less time and less freedom. Or people who've been in businesses for many years, they don't seem to find enough time. They don't seem to better get ahead. There's never enough hours in the day. They're working 25 hours a day, 8 days a week is the joke, or as they say, a business owner only works half a day, but they choose which 12 hours it is that they actually work. Joking aside, it is very critical to get control of our time, which is why it's one of the fundamental things that we talk about, and is part of our mastery, the very first things we deal with, the mastery level at Action Coach, along with other key concepts. So today I wanted to talk about give a couple of top tips that we work on here with Action Coach at time. So the first one is setting personal goals. I'm a huge fan of goals, but by setting personal goals, we get an understanding of where we want to go. And when we have an understanding of what we go, we can then look at how we've got to achieve it and the time that we need to achieve it. Then the second one, a lot more practical. Plan tomorrow. Plan out tomorrow, and ideally plan tomorrow the night before. Get yourself focused, get yourself ready for the next day, get yourself in the right position to start off by working on those key, most important things. But also as well, if you actually plan the night before, it actually slips into your subconscious. You start to think about those ideas overnight, and you wake up with some ideas and solutions and ready to get moving straight away as the day comes in the next day. Eat that frog. Now, I'm not talking about eating frogs or actually really eating frogs, unless of course you actually do like eating frogs, and that's something totally different. But eat that frog is a concept it's about get the worst thing you can do in that day done first. Because if you get the worst thing done first, that thing you really don't like, it is making a call to someone or having to speak to a team member, whatever it particularly is, once you get that done, then everything in the day after that is then going to be better, and it sets you up with a really positive mindset for the day. Secondly, don't major in the minor things. This is also about the idea of, the 80-20. Focusing on those things, the major things, the things that are going to get you results, going to get you results personally, and going to get results in your business, and focus on those. Don't focus on the minor things. Don't focus on the small things, the small tasks, the things that aren't going to get you closer to, which is ultimately most important, to your goals, your personal goals, and the goals for your business. So focus on the major things. Create a default diary. Again, this is another very practical one that comes into the planning. So have a default structure to your day for the key things that you need to do, and focus that again around the major things. So again, you have a structure to your day so you can take control. You stop having the day running you, and you start running the day. And here, invest. Invest time, don't spend. As I mentioned in the beginning, time is such a precious resource. So treat it like a precious resource. The same as we do with things like money. When we make an investment, or we invest in anything, we think it through. We spend time on it. We look at the risks. We look at the outcomes. Do the same thing with time, because if you invest it wisely, you will get the returns. Just the same with money. If you don't invest it wisely and just fritter it away, that's results you'll get as well. And another one, the 3 Ds. Delegate. Is there someone else that can be doing this task? Is there someone actually that is better at doing this task than you? Is there someone who's more enjoyable than doing this task than you? Or someone who's actually cheaper than doing the task? If there is, delegate. If you don't have a team yet, look to outsource it. Look to get external people to come and do it for you. But it's a great way to leverage time. Or drop. Is this actually important? Which one does it sit into here? Is it in your default diary? Have you planned it for tomorrow? Is it major or minor? If it's minor, you haven't planned it, it's not going to get you closer to your goals, drop it. The other one is defer. Is this really important? Do I need to be doing this today? Is it the best thing I can be doing now to get me close to where I want this business to be and close to where I want to be? If it's not, defer it. Move it for another day and focus on the things that are going to get you that momentum. And then on the bottom here, my personal favourites, hire an action coach, because an action coach will keep you on track. Not only will we go into these areas here in a lot more detail, we also have a whole range of tricks we have in our toolbox and within our system that we can introduce you, but not only introducing you to get an understanding and education in it, but also hold you accountable to continue to do it so you keep on the path of managing your time and not slipping back into some of the patterns you've been doing now. So, I'm Simon Clark from Action Coaching Gloucester, and this is a little overview of time.